What's up, what's up, what's up, good people? It's me, your homegirl, Adosha Wright, the author of Curly Hair Adventures, What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon, and the Beauty and Barber Survival Plan that can be found on my Patreon membership page, which, by the way, is a home hair care membership where you have access to like exclusive private videos. You get PDF files. You also get free 15 minutes, one-on-one consultation with me on the phone through video chats. So it's the hookup. So check out my Patreon page. But what we're gonna do right now is ask you to subscribe to the channel, hit that heart button if you like it, and of course share the information. So I'm holding these combs up because we are now down to part 2 of how to shampoo your hair after you've taken the braids down. And so I have these combs here. This is what I've confiscated in my comb raid. That's right. I go through some of my customers' purses and I say, let me see what comb you're using. And these are the combs. I have so many, but I confiscate at least these. These are my top 3 confiscations. And then these are, you can know, old school because you can tell by the teeth. When the teeth look like this, that's an old school customer, and you know what type of comb that is. Goody, all right? Goody makes good combs, but them combs ain't good enough for this kind of hair, okay? So we're not gonna hate on Goody. Now, we're not gonna hate on these combs either. We dyed and all of these. These are great combs, but they're not for textured hair, contrary to popular belief, because they're gonna rip the outer layer of your hair, which is your cuticle layer. So the wider the comb, you'll rip the hair, and you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna lose the texture, and you're gonna blame it on the style. It is not the style, it is not the technician, it is the person who's using the wrong comb. So remember, hair care and hairstyling are about 3 things: the right products, the right tools, and the right techniques. Just that simple, all right? So now, the question is, how do we comb this hair? Now, typically what happens, tell the truth, hit the heart button if this is true. You go to the hair salon, they take your twisted stuff out, they lean you back in the bowl, and then they start, Okay, now, here's what they don't tell you at the hair salon. That's they stuff, okay? They stuff meaning the people who took the word shampoo, which originally meant massage. If you look it up, do the etymology of shampoo. It first was like shampoo, campo, then it was like moved on down into the English language, and now it's now called shampoo. So shampoo really meant massage, or originally meant massage. When they changed the meaning to washing hair, right? They changed the meaning, but they didn't change the modality. So we all know that massaging is not washing. How do we know this? Because when we take a bath, we don't do this, right? We scrub, okay? When we brush our teeth, we don't massage our gums, we scrub. When we clean our ears, we don't massage, we get in there and we get the stuff out, okay? So it's the same thing for the hair. When you have textured hair, you can't do that, because you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna tangle it back up. Now, if you have less texture or less density, you can get away with it. But Angel has a lot of texture. Now, it may not look like it because I've got it tanged. But if I take this down and I start doing this, she's gonna be singing Shaka, Shaka, Shaka. Let me write Shaka. Okay, so don't do that. Remember, that's they stuff. So here's our stuff. Our stuff is that for all people who have textured hair, be it afro, coily, curly, wavy, nappy, kinky, whatever words you want to use. I don't like kinky, I don't like nappy. You already know why, okay? So I don't like either of those words. So if you have coily, afro, wavy, curly, straight, you have a lot of density, you need to section the hair first. Next up, you're going to use some water. Now, if the hair, you want to detangle the hair first. So in the previous video, I already detangled, but if not, you can detangle the hair. Do not use this comb because remember, it will rip the hair. So please don't use these combs or else I'm gonna get you, okay? So we're gonna move those out of the way. Use this comb to make sure the hair is detangled. Next, we're gonna take the shampoo, right? Not like wardrobe malfunction right here on camera, but you know what? You're from the hood, you know what I'm saying? So let's make sure it's down here. If not, okay, we're gonna pump it up. Okay, so we're gonna just go ahead on and get get it out like this one, okay? So now, what's gonna happen is we're gonna take the shampoo and we're gonna put it on her scalp. Now this right here is what I'm going to call a cognitive restructuring. Because I know what people are saying, because I'm so used, I want to lay back, I want to do that, I like that scrubbing. You can still do that, because as the hair gets clean, it's going to be easier to glide your fingers through. But right now, when was the last time you shampooed your hair when you had the twist put in?
No, probably so.
So she hasn't shampooed this in about 5 weeks. So this hair is heavily soiled. So you can't lay her back and do that, okay? So we want to make sure that we're getting it clean. We have to get to her scalp. If we lay her back and dunk her under the shampoo bowl, then what's going to happen is the hair is going to swell, and then as I scrub it, it's going to start to detangle up, and then she's just not going to like me anymore. Now remember, this is already detangled, and I'm going to comb it to make sure that it's still detangled. So this technique is called toosing. Toosing. Toosing, not to be confused with shampoo, is the modality of effectively cleansing the scalp and the hair without tangling it. That's the difference. So if you are a licensed professional, if you're doing this at home, this should start to make your job a lot easier, or your home hairstyling if you have children, if you have someone who has locks, if you have someone who has a lot of hair, it's very, very long, and you see that, touch your head over, I'm like really scrubbing her scalp. How does that feel?
That feels amazing.
That feels amazing. Now to make sure, and I'm gonna move the cleanser down to get that nice and clean. Now this is not clean on the first shampoo, okay? This is not clean on the first wash. I'm just loosening up the matter that's on her hair, and I'm combing it to make sure that I don't tangle it back up. I'm twisting it. How come I'm twisting it, Angel?
So that it doesn't tangle back.
So it doesn't tangle back up, you see? So this is Angel's now personal video. So when she goes home, if she gets stuck, she can come to the YouTube channel and say, oh yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do. So this is just a spray bottle, okay, of water. And I'm gonna take the shampoo just a little. All right, now my pump broke, you know, nothing like doing the video, you got wardrobe malfunction. All right, just a little bit. And I'm going straight to her scalp. And I'm taking the rest and I'm working it down. So as long as you're using the right shampoo, you're good. It doesn't matter. Now, of course, my products are available at the Amazon store, Amazon.com, LaDosha Wright, or I also have a Shopify page, okay? And you're gonna comb the product through. A good thing about my product, this is my moisturizing shampoo. Number one is sulfate free. So to people who have scalp sensitivities, they irritate easily, their hair dries, it tangles a lot. If you use my shampoos, that's not going to happen because there are no sulfates and there are no parabens. So now the question is, well, what are sulfates and what are parabens? Sulfates are basically surfactants. They are what chemicals or ingredients that are used to actually scrub and get the debris off of the hair. The drawback to surfactants is that they can be drying. So if you have afro hair, curly hair, coily hair, wavy hair, if you're using sulfate shampoos, you might realize that the hair is starting to become dry or too taut in the cleansing process. Sulfates, sulfate free, they're using other cleansers to, you know, cleanse and remove the debris off the scalp and the hair. Now, if you have a lot of goo, say like if you haven't shampooed your hair in like 2-3 months, no, boo-boo kitty, don't you grab the sulfate free. You're gonna need a surfactant because you have so much sebum, so much debris, so much fiber, you guys call them flakes on the scalp, that these regular shampoos won't do. And now you're going to be needing a clarifying shampoo, or you may even have to use a dishwashing detergent to degrease and remove that off the hair. So if you're wearing those weaves, you know, come on, okay? So if you're doing that to your hair and you're saying, oh, it messed up my hair, no, the hair was not cleansed properly. And if you leave the residue on the hair and you blow it dry and you go back and you put your braids and stuff in, the hair is going to get weaker because the hair is so coated, because you're breaking down that outer cuticle layer or protein layer. So don't blame everything on the style. Don't blame everything on the technician. Look at your hair care habits, because you're with your hair more than we are. I always take that into consideration. So I let all of my customers know that when you visit me, you're making an investment in yourself. My job is to help them protect their investment by giving them as much education so that they can get the best bang for their buck, the most value for their time, their dollar. You see what I'm saying? So it's really, really important that you do your part at home, which is why we're saying don't leave these styles in your hair for like 3 and 4 months, because you'll begin to compromise that outer protein layer, which is what you need to style and manipulate the hair. If you do that as a practice, the hair will become mushy. It won't, your braids will slip out, your color will fade. When you flat iron it, your curls won't revert, and you'll say stuff like, the heat damaged my hair, the color damaged my hair, the stylist damaged my hair. You see where I'm going with that? It's not that. You're waiting too long to revitalize the hair with what the products can fortify the hair with. So when you use my product line, you're going to get, again, the sulfate-free. It also has coconut silk proteins. It has a mineral called rhodochrosite. And so rhodochrosite, it helps balance the moisture. It also helps protect color. So remember, the claim to fame and the Right Hair Care product line is we have crystal technology, okay? So I was trying to get the little light in there so you got, oh, there it is. So there's my product line right there, and that's your moisture shampoo. And again, the claim to fame is that it has some coconut silk proteins, you've got your rhodochrosite, and then you also have some sunflower seed extract. So that's gonna be really great for your hair. And again, it's sulfate free. Parabens are preservatives, and that ingredient has been linked to causing cancer. So you're not seeing parabens in a lot of products. So I'm not gonna try to act like, like my product is all that. It's rare you're gonna see parabens in any products, but we need to point that out because we do have some conscious folks out here that ain't rocking those types of ingredients. But for the most part, it's rare you'll see parabens in any hair care products today. And if you do see them, they're probably old. You're buying an old supply, and the newer stuff that's coming out, you're not going to see parabens. So there you have it. That is how you're gonna shampoo the hair. Number one, you're gonna do this in sections. This is called toothing. Toothing, not to be confused with shampooing, is the effective modality of cleansing the scalp and the hair without tangling it. How do you do it? Condition the hair, detangle, spray some water, comb it through to make sure it's not tangled, apply your shampoo, scrub the scalp, work it down the ends, pin it back. Why do we pin it back, Angel? To keep it from tangling. And that's my own invention, by the way. No, I'm just kidding. My mom used to do that. I'm sure I'm not the only person who's doing this. I'm just, I'm bringing it to light because a lot of people are laying back in the bowl and they're scrubbing the hair. And to the cosmetologist or the shampoo technician, it becomes very frustrating, and you just like get a little agitated because it's like, dang, they got all this hair, and I wish she had did this at home herself. So look guys, remember a lot of us don't know how to manage texture hair. And that's what they don't tell you at the hair salon. Again, my book is available at my Amazon store, amazon.com, LaDosha Wright, or L Wright Books. You can buy my hair care products at my Amazon store or my Shopify at Global Hair Care. Thank you so much for your support. You know what I say when I'm always signing out, right? A whole lot of peace, a whole lot of love, and a whole lot of hair. If you ain't got no hair, don't want no hair, can't grow no hair, can't stand hair, don't worry about it. Just rock your beautiful, beautiful bald head. Thanks. Oh, I forgot to tell them. Subscribe to the channel.